there is a valid and persuasive argument as to why the COVID-19 pandemic violated our constitutional rights. Moreover, the actions taken by most governments around the world also directly violated all 10 articles of the Nuremberg Code. 1. The voluntary consent of the human subject was not given, as American citizens were only given the illusion of voluntary consent because if you chose not to consent, you were threatened with losing your job or having the ability to participate in day-to-day activities. 2. The experiment did not yield fruitful results for the good of society, as numerous medical reports indicated the vaccine did not prevent the spread of or protect you from the virus, but had the opposite effect. 3. The experiment was not designed or based on animal trials, as the vaccine went directly to human trials. 4. The experiment was not conducted to avoid all unnecessary physical and mental suffering and injury, as previously stated in number 2. 5. Even though scientific evidence proved death and injury resulted directly from the vaccine, human experiments were still conducted and vaccine mandates remained in effect. 6. The degree of risk exceeded the humanitarian importance of the problem, as COVID-19 infected more people after receiving the vaccine. 7. Proper facilities were never used to protect the subjects against the remote possibilities of injury, disability, or death. 8. The experiments were not conducted by scientifically qualified persons, as the vaccine developers had no historical pharmaceutical training. 9. During the course of the experiment, the subjects did not have the liberty to bring the experiment to an end, as booster shots were a prerequisite to being fully vaccinated to keep and maintain employment. 10. Scientists failed to terminate the experiment once scientific evidence proved injuries and deaths were the cause of the experimental vaccine. The truth is finally being exposed on a global scale, especially after the Pfizer medical records were released to the general public. All those who promoted and sold you on the vaccine promised that you would suffer no side effects, that you would no longer die from or contract COVID, and that everything would get back to normal if you just complied with their tyrannical vaccine mandates. Make no mistake, once the powers to be are out of office, full-blown investigations will take place. And all the parties, i.e., doctors, nurses, politicians, businesses, the media, etc., who willingly and knowingly participated in the development, enactment, and false advertisement of the COVID pandemic will face justice that will dwarf the Nuremberg trials after World War II. You will find my book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Apple iTunes. See the comments below for my social media links. Godspeed America.